A part of me was like restored today. I don't know if it was the music that I was listening to. Yes, I feel like it was the music, which is crazy because I always discount music, right? I'm like, oh yeah, music. People, the music lovers, they're like, the music and the music. And I'm always like, okay, I get it. But I was listening to various albums by Vampire Weekend, and I, I think the music restored something in me, and I have this like vision. I have a new vision. Who knows if it's gonna happen, right? I get visions all the time, but I feel like something to live for, right? Something to work towards. It's a future to live into, and man, I feel like I'm gonna say I feel like, and I feel like even though they're not feelings, they're thoughts, right? But the habit of being in the, I feel like, so I think that I believe that when we're not, not me, I'll just speak for me. That, I always try to make my truths these blanket truths that apply to everyone, and my truth is mine and mine alone, and to each his own, and we all have to do our work to find out what's true for us. So what's true for me is that when I do not have a vision of a future that I'm living into, I feel lost at sea, and things tend to feel bleak and pointless. And in raising children, there's always this future for them that I'm living into, and I lost myself in that somewhere, somehow. I didn't even notice it was happening, and it happened that it was not my future that I was living into. So as the children fall away, they didn't go anywhere, they're still there, but as the roles fall away, as the identities of what it means to be a mom falls away, or maybe not falls away, maybe like revamps, I needed to have my own future that I'm living into, with or without them, and like my own dream. And I think I've said that I've had that, but I've had that on the back burner to momming, and the rude awakening of 13 is like just using it as an excuse, bitch. And I didn't even know it. And that's the beauty, right? You don't know what you don't know until you know it. So it's okay. It's totally okay to not know, and to discover and change your mind and reassess and reevaluate and reconvene with yourselves to now have a new future to live into with the new information that you know. And there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with it at all. So I had a little bit more pep in my step. I didn't actually go anywhere today because I'm very much in recluse mode, but internally I felt something that I hadn't felt in quite some time, and I didn't even feel guilty about it, right? Like, what's happened in this past year is when I have a small sight of something called joy, this mom guilt thing pulls at my heart. How dare you be happy without him? And I did not have that. I watched myself be okay. It'd be okay, and smile and laugh and dance. I've danced in that kitchen since yesterday. I've just been dancing, and what a relief. What a relief. The remembrance, right, of I'm the many versions of me. I was gonna say who I am, but am I? Am I who I am? For those who have ears to hear will understand. Am I who I am? Am I? I am? I don't know. But here we are in this current version of the I am, and remembering who I've been remembering that I've been someone other than mother. Though it hasn't always felt that way, as there's always been someone to mother. Even if I didn't birth them from my body, there's just always been someone to mother, because in essence I nurture and I love, and I nurture and I love, and I love that about me. I do. And I was thinking about the other day when I was on here, yesterday, the other day, meaning yesterday, when I was vomiting it all out, and I said, and I'm comparing myself to God, and then I instantly went into a make wrong for comparing myself to God. Like, who dare I? How dare I? Who dare I? How? How to who? I dare to be that. So I do dare. I do dare. I do dare it to be. I do dare to be that. Yeah. God experiencing all there is to experience. No hold bars. In all that, I was like, oh, this is my freedom. You know, people speak of freedom, and what is freedom? Right? What is that? What is freedom? A lot of people, oh, financial freedom. I need financial freedom. Isn't that a choice? I think it's a choice. I think freedom's a choice. But in that, I was like, oh, I'm free to feel all the feels. I'm so free to feel all the feels without shutting them down or hiding away from them or pushing them away or blaming them on others or trying to fix them or change them, move away from them, make them better, hide them, explain them, justify or defend them. Like, I am so free to just be in whatever it is that I am being in that moment, knowing that the wave will crash and this too shall pass and things will move on and the next will come, and it's okay to be exactly where I am. And I don't need to make you comfortable with that. I don't need to. I don't need to. It's not my job. It's not even my desire. Like, I just don't need to make you feel comfortable with my emotional freedom. Shall we call it that? The emotional freedom. I have emotional freedom to be in motion with my emotions. I you know, they say bipolar. They look at children, at toddlers, and they're like fucking crazy. They're like laughing and crying in one moment, and me fucking too, man. Me too. Me too. I can cry in my laughter and laugh in my tears. Laugh with my tears, laugh in my tears, laugh through my tears. I can be so angry, and so forgiving, and so at peace. I'm free to feel all of it unabashedly, with no justification, no defense. I can drop to my knees. I can freely drop to my knees and reach out for help and ask for community and connection, collaboration. And that's what happened yesterday, right? Like, I did the vomit, I reached out to a friend, and then there was a course, and I didn't even realize that I had signed up to be on there that day, but I got the reminder because I used my calendar, and I jumped on, and it was grief camp, and I was like, oh, how amazing. I didn't even know that's what it was going to be. I just thought it was a discussion about oracle stuff, because that's the shit I like, is oracle stuff. So I thought it was about that, and it turned out that oracle stuff was talking about grief stuff that day and not needing to be strong. And it's interesting, right? Because we say, like, not needing to be strong, but what is there a greater strength than to be completely vulnerable? Is that not the strongest thing you can be? Is raw and open? No hiding? I don't know, but I'm gonna walk. I have my walking pad and I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna walk because I'm just gonna walk. Oh, today was a good day. Even the bad days are good days. You know, sometimes I wish I was one of these people that's just like grateful to be alive. And I have my moments, don't get me wrong. I definitely have these moments. But I'm like, I'm a river. So I also have moments where I'm like, fucking hey, I'm still breathing? Really? Like, how long does this shit go on for? And it's interesting because I love those days just as much as I love the ones where I feel completely in harmony and grateful to have breath. This idea of one being better than the other is really, really starting to diminish. And that's another level of freedom. Freedom. To be free. Bye.